Welcome to WILDsides. Today we will be making campfire baked apples with cinnamon sugar and red hots. Let's get right to it. Our first ingredient will be an apple, of course, and our first step will be to core the apple. The reason we're coring our apple is because this is where the red hots and the cinnamon sugar will go. Okay, when you're coring your apple, you want to keep the top of the part, and you also want to leave the bottom intact, like so over here. This is my first one, not the prettiest, but it will work. Just make sure you keep the top and keep the bottom intact. The next ingredient on our first apple will be sugar. So what you will do, you'll take probably a pinchful of sugar or a little more, and place it in the apple. And I like sugar and sweet things, so I'm just gonna add a couple. All right. Our third ingredient for our first apple will be brown sugar. Just take a pinchful, one more, and place it down in your apple. I'll take 2. The third ingredient will be cinnamon. And pop it in there. A teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of butter. I'll just say that much butter. And then you're going to stick it in your apple. Now, you'll take the cap that you're supposed to keep when you were coring the apple and put it on. Just like so. So now that we've made everything or put everything in our apple, we're going to take a piece of foil and wrap our apple in the foil. So now, apple number 2. Our first ingredient for apple number 2 will be brown sugar. What you're going to do is you're going to take the cap off the apple and put some brown sugar. Not too much this time. Our second ingredient for apple number 2 will be red hots. Put quite a few in there. Our third ingredient for apple number 2 will be butter. So take your knife and cut about as much butter as the first one, maybe a little less, and plop it in there. Now you're going to take the cap of your apple and place it on, like so. And just like apple number 1, you're going to wrap up apple number 2 in tin foil. Now that our apples are made and wrapped in tin foil, we will put them on the fire. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to let your apples sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, depends on the size. I'd say about 10 for these. You want them kind of squishy, but not super squishy. Alright guys, our apples are finished. Let's see how they taste. Apple number 1. It's really kind of liquidy on the inside. but really good. Almost like hot cocoa. Drink it right out, probably. It's just really hot. It's pretty good. Apple number 2. This one's the one with the red hots in it, as you can see. Tastes good. Try the red hot, see what they taste like. Probably the same, but it's pretty good too. So, I hope you enjoyed learning how to make campfire apples. My name's Jack. Be nimble, be quick. See you next time. Oh my gosh.